All right, section 5. In section 4, you learned how to graph a function rule. So now we're going to take function rules and we're going to learn how to write them. Okay? These are all just technicalities. We've already done these sorts of things before. Basically, this is going to be like, okay, look at a word problem. What equation helps us solve it? Okay. So students will be able to write equations that represent functions. Let's move on. Okay. You can estimate the temperature by counting the number of chirps of the snowy tree cricket. Okay, file that away in useless information, but that's okay, we can use it for this problem. Right? The outdoor temperature is about 40 degrees Fahrenheit more than 1/4 the number of chirps the cricket makes in 1 minute. What is a function rule that represents this situation? Okay, so the temperature is 40 degrees Fahrenheit more than 1/4. All right, so what we do is we kind of relate it. The temperature is 40 degrees Fahrenheit more than 1/4 of the number of chirps in 1 minute. Okay, we're going to then define what we're going to use. So we use the letter T for temperature, and the letter N represents the number of chirps in 1 minute. Right? So then we have to write. So T is equal to 40 plus 1/4 times N. So if we take 1/4 times the number of chirps and we add 40 to it, we get the temperature. Okay? So that is the function rule that we would come up with. All right? Okay. Try another one. This video shouldn't be too long. A concert seating plan is shown below. Reserve seating, that's this stuff down here, is sold out. They've already sold all those tickets. Total revenue from ticket sales will depend on the number of general seating tickets sold. Write a function rule to represent this situation. What is the maximum possible total revenue? Okay. So everything that they're going to make is going to be the general seating sold plus the reserve seating. Okay, so general seating plus the reserve seating. The general seating is figured out by taking the price per ticket and how many that there are sold. Okay. Now the one thing here is that we have $25 a ticket, 10 rows, 12 seats. So that's 120 tickets times 25. Okay. So what we get is 3,000. Okay, so that's how much money they made just from the reserved seating. Okay, so the equation, let's say we call it R for total revenue, is going to be equal to the $10 times how many general seating we sell plus the 3,000 from the reserved. Okay. Then it asks, what is the maximum possible total revenue? So what that means is what's the largest number of tickets we can sell for general seating? 30 times 160. Sorry, 30 times 16. And 30 times 16 is 480. So what we're going to do is we're then going to plug that in. 10 times 460. Plus 3,000. Okay. And that gives us, sorry, that's a 480. Okay. It's 30 times 16 is 480. So what that ends up giving us is that gives us the total amount of money that they could make on this concert. $7,800. So reading the situation, realizing that it's the purple seats plus the yellowish seats, adding them together, that gives us the total revenue. We know how many they told here, they sold out. We want to figure out how many they sold there. Okay. All right. I kept this one uncovered so that we can follow through with it. But write a function rule for the area of a rectangle whose length is 5 feet more than its width. What is the area of the rectangle when its width is 9? Okay, so here's the general way we solve that. Area is equal to length times width. Okay, but here it tells us whose length is 5 feet more than its width. So what we actually have is this picture right here. Okay. We have this one. So the area is equal to W times W plus 5. So that's this formula. Area is equal to W plus 5 times W. Okay, it says, what is the area when the width is equal to 9? So we plug it in, and we get 126 feet squared. Okay, so just equating, what does this mean? 5 feet more than its width. Okay, look at this part. Length is. That's an important statement because it tells us that this 5 feet more than its width is going to be equal to the length, so that's why we put it here. Okay. The next slide is the check. Okay. So here's 4 practice problems that you can work on, and other than that, that's this section. Okay. Yeah. See.